All right, and up next we got Dusko Todorovic taking on Gregory RoboCop Rodrigues. And man, I'm excited for this one. I know you mentioned the fight of the night earlier. I can't remember which fight it was, but this is going to be my pick for fight of the night right here, as long as it lasts. So going in on Dusko, he is 27 years old, 6'1" with a 74-inch reach. RoboCop is 29 years old, although he looks a lot older, man. He definitely does, but he's 29, 6'3" with a 76-inch reach, and the man's jacked. He definitely looks like he's on the sauce, but he's been passing everything with flying colors, so what can we say? Breaking down Dusko a little bit, in his last fight, he did take his first L against Puna Soriano. And it was a good fight, man. But it's just how Dusko fights. He's just hands down, almost like a poor man's Machida, almost. And it's just terrible for it's terrible defense for entering and exiting. It's terrible. So yeah, that fight, he got knocked out, man. At the end of the first round, it was good while it lasted. He did tag up Puna a couple times, so he showed that his hands are there. But yeah, he's just terrible defense as far as hands placement and exiting, and all that good stuff. So the fight before that, he did have another dub against Daquan Townsend, which anybody should be beating Daquan if they want to be considered a UFC fighter. And he did get a ground and pound finish in the second round, which is kind of impressive because Daquan was getting decisioned out by a lot of fighters. He wasn't getting finished, and Dusko actually went in there and finished him. Before that, the fight that got him called up to the UFC, he did have a unanimous decision over Teddy Ash, and before that, a regional scene win over Michel Pereira, who we also know in the UFC as well. But yeah, man. So his style, it's definitely a high risk, high reward, and he's looking to put his opponent to sleep. And the good thing about this one is Gregory, that's his game too. So this one is going to be fireworks. I predict it don't even going past the first round, but we'll see how it plays out. Gregory RoboCop, he is coming back from, I think, a 2-week hiatus. He just won the LFA middleweight championship just a couple weeks ago. He beat Josh Fram when he was pegged as an underdog, I believe, like a minus. I think I got him on a ticket at minus or plus 176. So he was just the underdog there, and and it was a quick knockout, man. 3 minutes into the round, and his style as far as striking goes, he does keep his hands down. He also has poor defense. I just don't think it's as bad as Dusko's is. He does have a more recent knockout loss to Jordan Williams, and everybody knows Jordan Williams, the diabetic guy that's super small, can't cut weight. And Dusko, I'm not Dusko, but Gregory, he's usually just a mountain of a man and just goes out there and kills these guys. But Jordan just went out there and exposed them, and kind of just one shot knocked him out, and that got his ticket to the UFC. And so Gregory kind of had to go back to the drawing board and sign with LFA, and got those 2 wins rattled off within the last 3 months. Both finishes, both knockouts. If anybody remembers El Matavo, it's the guy that Jesus Christ, I forgot who he also fought in the Contender Series and lost to Nchukwi. So yeah, man. So these are all guys that have been fighting decent competition, and he's going out there and finishing them, man. So this one's definitely not going the distance. The under 1.5, I guarantee you it's juice. I have not even looked at it yet, but I know it is. But that would definitely be a play. Or you can play fight doesn't go to the decision if you want to be safe. But my pick, man, is Rodrigues. He's hot. He's rolling. He's confident. A lot of people are gonna. I think he is the underdog. But a lot of people are gonna peg him as the underdog because of that Jordan Williams knockout. But man, that's it's few and far in between, man. Other than that, he's shown that he's a proven finisher, and he's got power in both hands. And not to mention, the man's his base is jiu-jitsu. He's a world champion in jiu-jitsu, so if it does go to the ground, I definitely give him the fucking huge edge if that does happen. But he just doesn't even show it in any of his fights. He just wants to go out there and bang. So Definitely going to be a fan favorite going forward. Definitely glad Rodrigues is in the UFC. I'm definitely a fan of his and want to see him do good. So I don't know if that's leaning to my pick here, but definitely Rodrigues. Under 1.5 sounds good. Fight doesn't go the distance sounds even better because they both have poor defense. Yeah.
All right, and for Dusko, coming in a 10-1 record. For Rodrigues, 9-3. So for Dusko, I mean, first off, there's two aggressive, young 185ers about to throw down here. For Dusko, he was looking nice against Soriano until Soriano started timing his movement and catching him with some hot ones. But besides that loss, Dusko has proven to be a good, tough young prospect with grinding wrestling and slick kickboxing. That loss don't scare me away from him, but it does. It don't get me worried too much in this fight. But I am looking for Dusko to take this one to the floor because, like you mentioned, Rodrigues, man, he is a tough dude, and that he's an LFA vet. Only lost in his last 5 years was that one on the Contender Series, like you mentioned. Then he has been stopping opponents left and right. So I think this is a very big opportunity for him, making his debut. He's definitely dangerous, and he has nice range and power. But I'm on the other end with you in there. I'm taking Dusko. They have the line set Dusko at -145 and Rodrigues at +115. So there's definitely some money to be made on this fight, no matter where you pick on it. Yeah, I'm going Dusko. So.
Yeah, man, it's like I said, if Dusko knocks him out, would I be surprised? Hell no. But I just see Rodrigues getting in there and being the more physical, stronger, imposing striker, and I see him getting it done quick, man. And if he doesn't, I see it getting ended, man. Who knows? Once sometimes when these guys get to the UFC, they change up their game plan and want to fight safe, So that's never out the question, but we can only take from what we've been seeing, and what we've been seeing is Rodrigues has been going out there and getting after it and being successful. He's like I said, he just fought 2 weeks ago. I think he's one of those guys that stays in shape. He's not gonna slack off. So I don't think this being a issue for him. Coming in, I guess it's a short replacement if you want to call it that. I don't believe Dusko was pegged to fight anybody else, although I could be wrong. But yeah, I couldn't be more excited for this fight, though. That's definitely if you can get a prop on fight of the night, this would definitely be one of them as far as it's going to last.